Hi, this is Rima E Laibow, Medical Director of the Natural Solutions Foundation, bringing you our final Codex report. Today, the final report of this Codex Alimentarius Commission meeting is being struggled over, dot by dot, jot and tittle by jot and tittle. Countries are arguing to get their names in, countries are arguing to get their points in, and the chairman is very heavy-handedly refusing, insofar as he can, to allow anything that he does not want in the report. And of course, we know the forces that he serves. Now, the details are being struggled over in the session where the report is being concluded. But what's important to note is that Codex has demonstrated throughout this entire Commission meeting that it's a vulnerable and crumbling organization, and that is good news for us. In fact, it's such good news that General Stubblebine has posted a special strategic report on exactly how we, the Natural Solutions Foundation, can exploit this. We can exploit it internationally to strengthen our position and help countries protect their food supply and ours, because more and more food that we eat is imported, and how we can use it domestically to keep the FDA, the USDA, the EPA, the FTC from bringing regulations into the United States that violate our health, our safety, and our laws, because what they've been doing is saying, well, Codex requires it, so it doesn't really matter that it violates our laws. We have to protect the United States from trade sanctions by the World Trade Organization. That's total nonsense. As the Natural Solutions Foundation has demonstrated so clearly through its two-step process, countries are permitted to deviate from Codex. They just have to have a good reason, like science, to do so. In fact, one of the interesting things that came up at Codex and made Codex very unhappy was the issue of private standards. That means that organizations like the ISO, the International Standards Organization, or a supermarket chain like Tesco in the United Kingdom, or countries can set their own standards and deviate from Codex, and Codex doesn't like that one little bit. The fact that Codex doesn't like it doesn't concern me. The fact that they acknowledged that countries can do it makes me jubilant. And then, if countries follow the correct procedure under the Sanitary and Phytosanitary Agreement, which is part of the World Trade Organization agreements, the country can do it and avoid World Trade Organization sanctions, and in fact can set the stage for that standard becoming globalized. Oh my, what power! And oh my, no wonder Codex doesn't like the fact that the Natural Solutions Foundation has effectively been sharing this information, previously hidden, with the developing world. In fact, yesterday, I got an email from a contact in one of the African countries, and you can understand why. I'm not going to specify which one. And he said, you know that meeting that we tried to have before the prior Codex Alimentarius Commission meeting last year, but we couldn't hold because the donor failed to make the donation necessary, the $200,000 that we needed to hold the meeting and host all 16 African delegates from the countries that wanted to participate? Well, he said, I think we should hold that meeting, and I think we should work together to set the agenda and then find the funding. And I thought, how wonderful, how wonderful. African countries coming together prior to the next Codex Commission, and then having their positions set and having their strategies in place, so it doesn't have to be a made-up thing on the floor of the Codex Commission. That's exactly the kind of unity we need to push the crumble in Codex further. Now, that is part of our strategy for the next year. What's going on right now is that we're finished with this Codex meeting. We've learned a lot, we've gained a lot, and we've made some new allies to add to the old ones. And now we have to remember that health freedom not only includes Codex, but it includes all of our freedoms. Today is July 4th. I want to wish you a happy holiday, and I want to remind you that our forefathers, now I'm not supposed to say forefathers anymore for political correctness, I'm supposed to say our founders. Well, whatever they were our founding four persons. They put everything they had into this struggle. And you know what? It's worth it for us too. Our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honors are on the line here. And in the written blog that accompanies this video today, I've made that point clear and illustrated why I believe that that's true and why I believe that Codex and all the other threats to our health freedom are amplified to a level of personal threat that we've never seen before in the United States. At the same time that constitutional threats to our liberties have been amplified to a level we've never seen before. So I wish you a happy July 4th. We'll be leaving Codex and leaving Geneva tomorrow. We'll be going to Thailand. We'll be reporting to you from Thailand when we get there. And we'll be pursuing your health freedom, my health freedom, and all of our health freedoms with your help. Happy 4th of July.